What's up, everybody? It's March 21st, 2015, and I'm officially 1 full year on testosterone. Yes! I'm excited. A little bit. Maybe a lot. So, after this video, I'm gonna go to the city, and I'm gonna hang out with some friends, and get some pizza, and go wiggle, and dance a lot. I'm gonna dance a lot. But, before that, so for this video, I'm going to basically give you a rundown of all the changes that I've been through throughout this last year. Mental and physical and emotional. So first I'm going to start with my shoulders. They exploded. I thought they were big before, but the muscle mass has just increased so much in my shoulders and my arms and my legs. I've gained a lot of muscle in my stomach, in my chest even. I have pecs now. I'm gonna have surgery. I found out my surgery date actually. It's going to be May 14th. That's crazy. It's less than 8 weeks away. I'm incredibly excited about that. So that's exciting. Also, so another change, a much wider neck now. I have an Adam's apple, which I didn't think was going to happen, but it did. So that's incredibly exciting. That's one of my favorite things, actually. And I have a V-shaped back. My back is becoming a V shape. My weight changed throughout the year. First I started at 120 pounds, softer. And then I went up to about 130, gained a lot of muscle. Like I said, the muscle mass increased. And then I leaned out, and then things became more defined. So that's interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. I actually, honestly, expected just to gain a bunch of weight and mostly muscle mass. I didn't expect for the leaning out to happen. But that's happened relatively recently, maybe like the last month or so, or two or so. So that's interesting. And then, let's see. Reading off my list. So, yeah. So also jawline. I have a jawline now. I didn't always have a jawline in the beginning. I did not have a jawline. I mean, I had underneath, but now it's like a jawline. I love my jawline. That's something I've always wanted. Always, just always. My hairline squared out. I used to have these kind of fuzzy bits here, and now it's more like boop, boop. Sorry, the video is like backwards, so I'm having a hard time with like, it's like a weird mirror effect. But yeah, so squared out. So it's like receded a bit in here and got rid of all the fuzziness. I feel like there's a bit more fuzziness that'll probably go away, I'm hoping. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. There was a lot more before. Acne. I have struggled with acne the entire time. My face started pretty bad, but now it's not too bad, but there's still, some. And my chest got pretty bad, and my shoulders got pretty bad, and my back. So like I said, still struggling with it. I don't know how long I will, but I figure eventually I won't be. My face, I use an ointment for, like a prescription ointment that my doctor gave me, which seems to have helped quite a bit. But the body, I guess the body is also decreased too, but it's still not great. I use like a body wash for that I got prescribed to. Let's see what else. Hair growth. Arm hair. My arm hair has gotten darker. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Hang on. Let me see. You can't really tell very well. But, my hair's gotten darker, and also it started growing at a different point now. Like, instead of it, before it kind of started here. Now it starts around here. So it was here before. Now it starts around here. So it must be more masculine pattern for it to start lower that way. I like it. My hair on my legs has increased. Pretty slowly. but and I'm not very hairy on my legs or arms actually, which is interesting. Um, up here, it kind of like started on the side here and then on the side here, and it's been kind of like just creeping. It's still not completely there. It's still not, and I've got some weird bald spots on my legs too. But I think that'll eventually fill in. And oh, stomach hair. Stomach hair. I have a lot of that. I love it. It goes all the way up to. I got some up here on my chest and around my nipples. I've got some hair. This has been increasing, and this actually you can't tell in the video, but it's kind of all here too. Um, I got abs now. So that's fun. Um, that's cool. Let's see what other hair. I think that's mostly hair. Facial hair. Facial hair. That's exciting. I love my facial hair. I've got a goatee now, and a mustache comes in slow, and I'm starting to get. Oh, I've got sideburns now, and it's creeping down lower, and over here. And I've got all these like random little hairs that you probably also can't see in the video, but there's a bunch of random hairs in there that are. I shave pretty regularly on my cheeks, so I feel like those are starting to grow in a lot quicker. And I'll probably shave all of it in a little bit, but I have a hard time letting it go. Um, I don't want it to go away. uh, let's see what else. Face shape. I'm not really 100% sure how it changed, but the face changes shape somehow. You can look at the photos that I have, and it just you can tell that the shape has changed. I'm not really sure how to describe it. And same with the eyes. Like if you check out my before and after, like at the eyes, those have changed too. But I really can't pinpoint how. But that definitely happened. Let's see. Physical. My chest has gotten a lot smaller. I think I mentioned that. Maybe I don't know. Let's see what else. My feet. My feet have grown. I started when I first started T. I was size 4 in kids. I know that's really small, but I'm also 5'1", so it's what it is. So they were size 4, and then now they're about a size 4.5 to 5. So there are actually a couple pairs of shoes that I grew out of, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of like bittersweet and kind of cool. I don't think that I'll get into the men's sizes, which is a little unfortunate, but it's kind of cool that my feet are growing. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, along with my chest shrinking, I don't always have to bind anymore, which is amazing, and I didn't know that that was going to happen. I mentioned that in previous videos, but like I said, this is just going to be a kind of rundown of everything. I do have to bind in tight shirts, definitely. But looser, like button-downs, I don't always have to bind in anymore. This is my binder actually right now. Let's see. Yeah, and layers. I mean, you know, I don't have to bind in layers so much either. And at the gym, I started out first wearing a binder, which is not so great for you. It's very hard to breathe, and it's constricting, and it's not the greatest thing. So once my chest got smaller and smaller, I stopped doing that, and now I just wear an athletic compression shirt, which seems to help, but it's still a little bit constricting. And I'll wear a loose T-shirt over top. So sometimes partway through my workout, I'll go into the restroom and take the compression shirt off and just wear the loose shirt over it and just try to get out of my head. You know, just try to ignore how I feel about it, and just keep going at it. I know that's really difficult, but that's where I'm at with that. And let's see. Oh, back to my stomach. So like, I have like the V cut going on, and it's gotten more defined. and it's gotten more vascular. Overall, I've gotten much more vascular. My arms, especially, I don't know if you can see very well. I'm having a hard time with this. There. Okay, so they're like just very vascular. Um, Veins. There. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's definition. It's hard. It's like different lighting that you can see it in, but vascular. Let's see what else. And like I've noticed veins sometimes like in here, which is fun. Let's see. Okay. Another thing. My last period was around my first shot. I don't really like to talk about it, but that's all I'm going to say about that. So that stops. It's different for everybody, but it should eventually stop. Talk about my mood. It was really rough in the first 3 to 4 months. Really rough. Really difficult. Just very up and down all over the place. It was like my testosterone and my estrogen were just button heads. And that was probably one of the hardest things I've had to deal with. That's definitely the hardest thing that I have to deal with through my journey so far. You couldn't help it. It was just very all over the place. And so like it was bad for 3-4 days out of the week for a while. And then eventually it dwindled down to just Thursdays, which was the day before my shot. And then it was just horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I would dread Thursdays, but eventually what kept me going was just knowing that it wasn't going to last forever. It was going to stop because I had a buddy who the same thing happened to him, and it stops after 3 to 4 months. So after that, it just leveled out. And I've been the happiest I've ever been in my entire life, honestly. So if that happens to you, just know that there's an end to it, and after all the craziness of that is over, you can breathe a lot better. Like it gets a lot better. So hang in there if that happens to you. Don't worry, it will stop. Keep that in mind. So I just want to put that out there. Another thing with mood and stuff, I want to talk about anger real quick. You don't. A lot of people have the misconception that you get really aggressive. In my experience, I noticed that it's more of just I feel a little bit more, like I feel my anger more. Like I feel it physically, and it feels like a heat, and like I can feel the tension kind of rising. Like it just kind of boils up, and it makes it more difficult for me to just keep it inside. Is what I've noticed about it. And it makes me feel a little bit more like I'm more irritable or less willing to stay silent about opinions that I have in certain situations. So I mean, it's not getting more aggressive. It's more just I feel my anger more and express my anger more, I guess, which is probably a good thing because then people know how I feel in certain situations instead of me just hiding it or just keeping it inside. And then another thing about feelings, I found that it is very difficult to cry now. Very difficult. Or it takes more to cry. Which isn't a bad thing, it just is different. Because before I was on testosterone, I felt like I just cried all the time. And I didn't like it so much. And I didn't like how easy it was to cry and how little it took to get me to tears. Now I feel much better about it. Like, I don't have to worry about having a breakdown all the time, So that's actually, I like that change. Let's see, what else? Another personality thing I've noticed is I've become more bold, more confident, so much more confident. I feel like myself. It's fantastic. I feel like I can say what I feel. I can say what I mean. I can say what I feel. I can say what I think, and I can just be myself. And it's amazing. I love that I can just be myself. It's so great, and I'm really happy, and it's yeah. I was kind of quiet before, and I didn't feel like I could always be myself, but around the right people, I could, but now I feel like I'm just more here. I'm more here. I'm here. Hello. I'm here. That's how I feel. Um, I've also noticed that my voice has actually gotten louder. I don't know if that comes with the confidence thing or if it actually is louder, but I used to be like very soft spoken along with the quiet. It was actually literally I was quiet. Like I was very soft spoken. People would tell me that all the time. Now I kind of feel like I'm yelling all the time, but that's okay. It's fine. It's just an adjustment, you know. But it's definitely louder and it's definitely deeper, much deeper, and I can make it go even deeper and really deep sometimes too. Like it's fun to mess with people with it. It's funny. I like it. Uh, so overall, I feel like I've become stronger emotionally, mentally, and physically. Just all around. Just I feel like I've gotten stronger. Like I said, I get to be myself. Just huge, huge, awesome decision I made to go on testosterone. I'm very happy about it. Um, I wouldn't trade this life for the world. It's been amazing so far, and I can't wait for the next year. Um, Another thing I've noticed faster recovery times for exercising, and I have the ability to kind of go longer, and my stamina and my drive is all heightened. It's probably has to do with both the tea and like the confidence and just everything. You know, it just all kind of plays hand in hand. You know, um, and an increase in appetite and yeah, uh, that's most of the stuff I think. Yeah, so I just want to thank you guys, all of you, everybody, anybody who's watching this. I want to thank you for all your support, all your love, everything. Without you all, this would have been a lot more difficult, maybe, with the acceptance and everything. Just knowing that it's okay to be who I am. Thank you so much for loving me and supporting me and showing me that it is okay, that it's really okay. It's it is. It's okay. It's okay to be who you are. It's you should just be who you are. It's wonderful. And life just feels so much better when you can just be yourself and express yourself and I can't say it enough. Just be yourself. It's so good. Anyways, so that's all my changes for the past year. Now I am going to go hang out with some friends and get some pizza, and I'm gonna wiggle. I'm gonna go dance. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna do some dancing. Year empty. I'm going to do another video. It's gonna be a timeline video, so you can look forward to that in the next probably 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna be working with a friend on that one. So, yeah, thanks for following. And you can follow me also on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, all at Gorilla Shrimp. Everything's the same. Thanks again. Love you guys.